Hey everyone, Jamie Bass with Team Movers and Shakers. I just wanted to give you a quick SFR update / recap. Me sitting here in my basement office is it's definitely not going to capture the energy and awesomeness that was this past week in Vegas. My eyes are still puffy from crying and not getting enough sleep, so it is what it is. But I just wanted to recap for you, for those of you who weren't there, so that you know what you missed and know what you can look forward to for next year. Okay, so I'll go through the keynote speakers first, and then I'll talk about some of the other things. So it's not exactly in the order that it occurred, but you'll get the big picture. One of the people that we heard from was Robin Benacasa. She was awesome. She is this adventure athlete. Like they basically picture like Amazing Race, without all of the glam and of the TV. So they basically like drop people off like in the middle of like Nepal, and they're like, okay, meet you in the Sahara Desert in 2 weeks, and they just have to get there through kayaking and hiking and biking and swimming and running, and there's different legs of the race, and it was incredible. She had 2 hip replacements, and she started this awesome foundation. Anyways, some of my takeaways, things that I wrote for her. One of the things that I really liked was, what did I write it? It was, have the courage is where the fun stops. So when you're having fun in your business, which that's why we do it, right? It's fun. But then you get some courage to actually say, do you want to join my team? Right? Or do you want to host a party for me? Like, it's all fun talking to people and meeting people, but then when you actually bite the bullet and step outside of your comfort zone and ask those little questions, you know, that's where your courage kicks in. Don't be with each other, and be for each other. I really like that one because I love our team and I love how our team interacts, and it's not just about being, sorry, I forgot what I just said. Not just being with you guys and hanging out with you guys, but also all of us supporting one another and actually being there for each other, which we totally are. We're an amazing team. The other speaker that we heard from, I actually posted her link, the Fascinate, how do you fascinate link. Her name is Sally Hogshead, which I thought her name was funny, and then she actually made jokes about her name on stage, so at least she's lighthearted about it. But what was interesting about her speech was it's what makes you different, which is why people like you. And you know, it's not about how you see the world, you know, whether you're an extrovert or introvert, or whether you're a list maker, or, you know, you go with your intuition, or you think things out. It's really more about how people see and perceive you, which is what that little How to Fascinate quiz is all about. So it tells you, you know, what your primary strengths are as a person, and then you think, well, okay, how can I use that to my advantage? How can I be more of me? How can I be a better version of myself? And that's what her speech was all about, being a better you, not trying to fit the mold for someone else, but trying to fit the mold of you, which no one else can do but you. And that really spoke to me, and it spoke to a lot of us at Reunion, really just trying to hone in on our own strengths and not trying to take what someone else does and put it in as themselves. I can say this a million times. I've watched 1,000 YouTube videos. You guys know I do that. And I've always tried to play the best booking game ever, or this game or that game, and oh, I book 5,000 parties when I do this. And then even on our team page, you guys are saying, what's your best booking game? But really, when I'm myself at parties, I book more parties without a booking game, hands down. I get more parties and connect with more customers and make more friends when I'm not pretending to be someone else because they told me that this booking game is the best booking game ever, or whatever. It is a good game. I'm not knocking it, but it just doesn't work for me. And you might find that too. When people give you advice and you try it out, it's just not you, so it's not fitting right. It doesn't feel right. And so her speech really, really sunk in. Not to mention the numbers. I like numbers. 85% of financial success comes from your personality. Think about that. So just by being you and persevering, 85% of financial success comes from your personality. Kind of cool. Some of the other things we talked about, I just took notes on my own. I'm intellectual and disciplined and systematic, which some of you may know about me already. And that basically just means that I'm very goal-oriented, and I like to make lists and check things off my list, which that's how I am. But that's not how the majority of Scentsy is. I was a pretty small percentage. They did a survey, and they looked at, you could pre-take this little How to Fascinate quiz, and Scentsy consultants were very different than the average person out there, in business world. It was kind of interesting to see this is how everyone is, and then this is how Scentsy people are. And the way I am is more how normal people are. But most Scentsy people fit a totally different category, which I thought was very interesting. So eventually we made it to some breakout sessions, and I went to four breakout sessions. All of us had the opportunity to go to 4. One of mine was a a presentation by Kelly Tenney, who is a superstar director out of Ohio, and she did a presentation on repeat and recurring customers, which I was really looking forward to because I feel like that is where the money is in Scentsy, and it's true. Once you can get a good base of repeat and recurring customers, you're a well-oiled machine. So it was all about the follow-up, which is kind of, my little money spot. That's what I really like, is follow-up. And she has a nice little system. It was check in, check back, and check up. She basically has a customer information sheet, and she has them fill out all their personal information, including how they best prefer to be contacted and their favorite fragrance. And on that, she'll, when she does a mailing or when she does, anything to touch base with them, she puts it in the check-in category of her binder, and then, as she's moving through the month, and she checks back with them, and then she moves them to the check back part of her binder, and then finally the check up part of the binder. So she might mail them a catalog, then say, how did you like the catalog? Do you want me to send you a sample? Move them to the check back, and then the check up is after she sent the sample and wants to follow up with that. So she uses customer information sheets. I might have to start doing that because it sounds like it really is a little bit more organized than what I'm doing. But I really liked her thought. She said that if you do 3 parties a month and you have 8 people per party, that's 24 new customers per month. That's 288 new customers per year. So imagine that, if you could follow up with 288 customers per year. That's without doing any events, right? That's just 3 parties a month, 8 people per party. That's pretty much average, right? So it really, really spoke to me. I did like a couple of her ideas, and I did record them, so I'm going to post them to our page so you can watch the whole presentation in its entirety. It's like 45 minutes long, but it's really good. I then went to Lightbulb Moments with Becca Levi. Her presentation was all about the consultant-to-consultant idea share. This is where other consultants share what's working for them. So when you, again, post on the page, does anyone have booking games, or how do you do a Facebook party, or how do you do mailings, or how do you do samples? There's an actual spot on your workstation through the idea share link, which is up on the top right. You click that, and then there's a consultant-to-consultant share. And there are hundreds and hundreds of ideas there of things that people are doing, that aren't on any Facebook groups, right? A lot of you are in all the sensational idea groups or helpful hints groups or whatever. Those are good, but the consultant-to-consultant idea share is better because you don't get all the drama that you get from all the Facebook groups. So I prefer the consultant-to-consultant idea share. I didn't realize that it existed, but I do now, and I'm going to use it. Another number for you. Of the 120,000 consultants that Scentsy has right now, 120,000 consultants, that's not a lot. Only 2% are active. Remember, to be active, that's 150 a month. Only 2% of the 120,000 are active. That is crazy to me. Crazy. Insane. Sorry. Alright, I also went to one on a Scent Academy, and I'm going to make a whole other training on a Scent Academy because it is amazing and we're not using it. And just quickly, what Ascent Academy is, you should be getting some emails once a week or every couple of days, depending on where you are in your business. That's Ascent Academy. What does Ascent Academy do? It builds directors. If you want to be a director, if you want to be me or Dawn or Christy, you will follow Ascent Academy 3 to 5 times a week. There was a study done. The people that followed Ascent Academy 3 to 5 times per week had 5 times higher sales, 3 times higher recruits, and twice the number of active frontline. And what do you need to be director? Sales, recruits, and active frontline. That's it. So if you want to be a director, do Ascent Academy, follow Ascent Academy. It's amazing. I'm going to teach you how to use it if you don't already know. The last thing that I went to was the new fragrance system, our diffusers and oils, and I'm going to make a whole other training video on that because it's simply amazing, and I want to make sure you understand all of the ins and outs. The final night was our awards night, which Dawn Benwood got an awesome annual mentor award. For those of you that don't know, there are 2 major awards. Actually, there's 3 major awards in Scentsy World. One is the Shining Star, which is the ultimate Scentsy award, and only one consultant out of all of us earns it, and they're nominated by their team and other people, and they write letters in, and basically Scentsy decides who is the most Scentsy, who lives Scentsy the most, and that is who earns the award. And this year it was Christina Osborne, who's an amazing director from, I don't know where she's from, but she totally deserved it. The other award is the Annual Sales Award, which is $30,000 in PRV sales from the 1st of May to the end of April. That's the Scentsy year, May to April. And $30,000, that's about $2,500 per month in PRV to earn the Annual Sales Award. There was 100 and some consultants that earned that. And then the Annual Mentor Award, which is what Dawn Benwood earned, that is having 14 certified consultants within the year. So from May 1st to April 30th, having 14 new team members hit that certified status will earn you that Annual Mentor Award. You also get a monetary bonus and a little trophy for those awards too. So it's awesome. We also learned that our new incentive trip, which the details will be released on August 1st, that is to Disney World. It's a family trip. A family trip. You can earn not just for you or your significant other, but you can earn for your children also, your grandparents, whoever you want to take. You can take them on this trip. It's going to be phenomenal. Scentsy does amazing things. Disney does amazing things. Together, mind-blowing. I'm so excited. Finally, SFR, Scentsy Family Reunion for next year is in Nashville. I sense a Scentsy Family road trip coming on for that. I think it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait to see what surprises they have for next year. Those of you that came, please comment below all of the awesomeness that you experienced, and I truly miss those of you that couldn't make it. It was an amazing experience. It gives me goosebumps every time I think about how fun it was. And not just the Vegas part, but the Scentsy part to me was really what meant something. So anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.